Okay guys, so it's time to start installing the fairings here. I went ahead, or actually I lost some footage, but I went ahead and put some of the brackets on that hold the fairings on and the clips. So the first one of course is going to be this one right here. It has three bolts that hold it on through rubber grommets and spacers. And then it's going to have two of these body clips. I'm using a cheap online, bolt kit for the whole thing. I usually order two of those because it's still cheaper than going factory, and you have more than enough fasteners at the end. So I went ahead and put all of these here. This one, and then there's going to be one up here, and there's one in the front also. So on the top of this fairing, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bolts. This one actually goes on the bottom fairing. Also, I'll have to take this back off later to change it because this is missing. But that's about it. So I went ahead and installed the blinker here already because you can't get to it afterwards. So go ahead and plug that in now. Make sure this tab goes under the front fairing, and then it has all these little teeth and stuff that kind of pop in here. In theory. There we go. And then this all kind of slides back is the way it fits in here. You gotta have to push up on it and pull it back all at the same time. Sometimes it's a little bit of a fight. These are all cheap eBay fairings like I mentioned, so they probably don't fit the best anyway. Having some trouble getting the back one to go. Just ignore that. And there we go, we're in place. You can kind of see it's going to want to start lining up with stuff there. Not at all. So it needs to come back some more. There we go. And that'll pull back like that. Let me adjust on that just a little bit right there. When you paint these, often the paint kind of gets in the way of stuff going in, so you're gonna have to kind of shave it off sometime right there. Okay, let's try that now. Yeah, there it goes. And also you got to make sure you get the intake vent here into the correct spot, because it'll kind of hold everything up as well. There it is right there. I'm going to give it a little bit longer one right there to get it to pull in. Okay, so we got that one in finally. Next I'll do this one right back here. There we go. Now that one's installed, now we can do the next piece. Up next, I need to install a bracket here at the bottom of the fairing for the to hold the back of the lower fairing. So go ahead and do that now. It just kind of goes right in here. Okay, and then I'll be installing another one of these clips right here. The backing nuts, I guess you call them. Just like that. Here on this fairing, there's a couple places we're going to put them also, right here. Just like that, chip your paint off. And then put another one right here at the front. So that'll be that. And then it's gonna go right down here like that with this point going to there. Okay, here at the bottom of this fairing, there's some clips here, right here, and at the front, and those have to interlock with the other main fairing first before we can install this. Okay, now that we finally got these together, we can go ahead and put them back on the body. It's just going to kind of go under everything like this, and it picks up onto it. Not the easiest thing to do by yourself, really. I'm gonna go on the other side, do the same thing in the same spot. Okay, then we'll put in a couple more here, one right up here, and hold that in place. There we go. The fairing is installed. Okay, so one of the last things to finish up here is going to be installing the tank for the final time. So the first thing we do is put in this little heat shield type deal that goes back here that separates the battery and everything from the rest of the bike. It just kind of slides down in there just like that and sits down there. On this side it's going to be kind of the same type of deal. Yeah, just like that. So that's in now. Okay. One of the other things I didn't put in earlier is going to be this, it's the drain for the tank basically. It goes about right there, so you can visualize that. So it sits kind of just about right there like that, so that can go up through it and that kind of stuff. Then it simply comes down over this way through everything. Okay, so up next I went ahead and prepared the airbox cover here. I had to put new tape to prevent vibration, as well as these two nut backers and these two little brackets in the front one. So now we're ready to go ahead and put that on the tank itself. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is it needs a rubber little backing nut, compression nut, whatever you want to call it, right here on either side first. So go ahead and put those in place. And then we'll bring this in itself. It's a little bit hard to get in here sometimes. There we go. So now we'll go ahead and bolt that in. There's going to be two of these little flat nuts that go in. Then two in the middle here. And put this one in here. I was missing a nut, so I had to use a off the shelf one. Alright, then we just need to put in these side ones here, right here. There we go, just like that. And we'll do one here on the other side also. Last I'll put these on with some super glue or something. They're they just go right here like this. And this side too, right here. Okay, now the tank's ready to go back on the bike. Okay, when I'm putting the tank on, the first thing I do is set it back on this back piece here. Just like that. So we can get that kind of, it's like a hinge almost, in place. Okay, once you've got the all the hoses hooked up in the tank, you just need to put these two side screws in first here. Then one on this side as well. There we go. Now we'll put the front one in up here. Sometimes you kind of have to push on it to get it to line up a little bit. And finally tighten up the back bolt for the final time. There we go. Now we're going to install this right here. These are pretty straightforward. It just has a tab that slides onto that, and then there'll be one screw that goes on. There's also a front base too. There we go, just like that. Then you'll just put the screw in right here and put the seat back on, and it's basically finished. Okay, then the last thing to go on is going to be the seat here. They just kind of slide right on, make sure it's clipped into the front, then push down in there, and then you can get the bolts into place. Okay, now the seat's installed. Well, the last thing to go on the tail here is going to be this muffler guard. It just kind of goes right underneath there and then screws into those two spots right here. There we go. Now there's going to be one on the other side as well. Okay guys, so the bike is basically finished. As you can see, the windshield is obviously missing, but that's in the mail from Yamaha because I ordered one of the factory ones. A few other little things missing here and there, same story there, but overall it's ready to go as soon as the weather gets warm enough and the rain stops. So I hope you guys enjoyed watching. It's been a lot of fun building this bike. If you have any questions about the bike, just let me know and we'll try to get them answered.